Hello, it's been quite some time since I've done a video update. Again, I'm Tim, and 1 year ago today, I underwent a Roux-en-Y gastric bypass. Man, it has been such a journey getting to this point, and to catch you up, let's start at the beginning. So, several years ago, back in 2017, it was about 7 years after my mom died, I had looked into doing bariatric surgery. I was looking into getting gastric bypass, and for whatever reason, I chickened out. I was over 400 pounds then. I thought I had it. I started going to the gym. I started eating right, and I lost like 40, 50 pounds. And I don't think I ever broke the 400 barrier at that point in time, but I felt like I had some momentum, and I might have chickened out. There was a lot of fear. Um, but I just didn't go through it. I didn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't, because at that point in time, um, I was not even close to being the man that I needed to be, with the discipline and the support system, um, to make that attempt successful. Fast forward to September of 2021. Um, It was a very interesting year for me. Our business was doing well, but stagnant. I thought our relationships were great. I thought my marriage was great. I thought being a dad, I thought I was excelling at being a father. But the problem was I was 470 pounds, 460 some pounds, and I was completely disgusted with myself. I was unhappy. I was resentful. I was frustrated, and that bled onto some pretty important people in my life, including my wife, Allison, and my father, my friends. I was not a great person. I was super hyper focused on business and wasn't focused on my health at all. My spiritual life, again, was stagnant. Like, it was there. I had a great relationship with God, um, but I was just stagnant. And in September of 2019, we were coming home for a trip at Universal Studios in Florida, and I had a breakdown. I had a nervous mental breakdown. I said some things to my wife that I can't unsay about, just where my personal mental health was at that point in time. I was definitely suffering with some depression. It was just, I was not dealing with all the crud from my past, and I never learned how to deal with some wounds and, some generational curses and some soul ties. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look this stuff up, because I know the things that I let go of really held me back. I started counseling that month. It was September, October of 2021, and I got my mind right. I knew something had to give, and I started counseling with a pastor, and it was a weekly session, and he kept giving me things to work through, and metrics, breathing exercises, ways to pray, ways to invite God and the Spirit into my life. And I started getting closer. I started getting closer to God. I started getting closer to my wife. I started getting closer to my kids. But I realized I made a pretty drastic realization, and that was I had to change. I had to change drastically. I had to do something completely out of the ordinary, and I started to revisit the thoughts, you know, um, October, November, December, of 3 months worth of counseling, and just looking at some of those things. I got into the gym a little bit here and there, but I started to consider, surgery. And in December, I made that decision to get a consultation. I started my nutritional counseling January, February, March of 2022, and March 28th, today, 1 year ago, I went forward with surgery. But there was a lot of things in the middle there that I skipped over: nutritional counseling, training with a trainer, learning, getting mentors. Something that I did was I became very deliberate about my mornings. Um, I find myself at the office in the evenings anyway, so I started to be more selfish with my mornings, focusing my mornings on family and mental health, spiritual health, physical health. taking hours out of my day to make sure that I was dedicated habitually, intentionally, to getting better at the things that I wanted to do. Through that process of just getting better every single day and committing to getting better, in the last year, plus or minus the 3 to 6 months of counseling and things that I did before surgery, it's led me to lose 230 pounds. I went from, I think it was something crazy like 51% or 49% body fat. I think it was one of the two. I can't remember which one, but half of my body weight was fat, and I was 467 pounds. The weight at my height, if you rounded up, I was a quarter ton. I was 500 pounds. I can't believe that. I can't believe I let the things in my life, the things that have happened to me, dictate my daily things that I was doing to myself. Not working out, not wanting to be active and physical, being depressed, eating horribly. If you would have told me a year ago that every morning I was going to start craving overnight oats. But I have the container right here. We make them at home. We meal prep them once a week, and I make 4 or 5 of them. They last me through the week. I have one a day, and there's like 45, 50 grams of protein in these things with the protein powder and the oats. And I can't even believe I'm talking this way. It's very surreal. I grew up in a family, if for those of you that knew my mom, she cooked for everybody. And man, food was just comfort. Food was love. Food was family. And I really abused it. It was a drug. And I abused the heck out of it. It was my comfort blanket. Being very vulnerable, I've struggled with other chemical dependencies. Alcohol at one point in my life was a pretty tough vice, and college. We don't need to talk about college, but I'll tell you, I never thought that I would be so jacked up and excited about where I'm going in my life. I get so emotional. I'm trying to smile through it, but I'm just on the verge of tears because I'm so excited for where I get to lead my family. The road I'm going down is very specific, and it's only going to get harder. This is 1 year post-op. I've lost half of my body weight, and now begins the real challenge. Now begins the real challenge of keeping the weight off and living this life of intentionality and, just having fun and enjoying my life, but also making sure that I'm doing the right things to keep my life going. And one of my mentors at one point in time had said to me, a healthy man has 1,000,000 wishes. A sick man only has one. When I look at the people in my life, when I look at some of the people that I surround myself with, I mourn them. And I try, honestly, I don't surround myself with people, but I can't get away from some, and I mourn the life they're living. I mourn the devastation that they're doing to their future selves. I mourn their kids. I mourn their grandkids that they'll probably never get to see walk down the aisle. This sounds tough. That sounds tough to hear, but please put yourself in my shoes. That was my reality, right? That was my reality. I was going to get old and stay fat and probably not live past 60 or 65 if I was lucky. I have 3 beautiful children, amazingly beautiful children, completely unique, total gifts from God. One of the best things I've ever done was have kids. What I get to give back to them now is priceless. Being able to show my kids how to do push-ups like a man. Being able to go out and play a few games of 1-on-1 to 5, best of 3, no win by 2, none of that crap, straight games with my son shooting hoops, showing him how it's done, showing him how to go to the hole and do post moves. I like basketball, so if you're a basketball fan, great. But being able to wrestle with Benny and Gracie and being able to just run around with them and walk for an extended amount of time without getting tired, go to the zoo without having to go from seat to seat to seat because my feet can't handle it, because my knees can't handle it, my back can't handle it. I used to drive around for as long as I can remember. Ever since I hurt my back in high school, I was 18. I've had access to a handicap sticker. Call it a crutch, call it laziness, but that's what I had. I hurt my back really bad, and when I was 18, 19 years old, and those problems persisted. It was degenerative, and my back to this day is not 100%, but not carrying around an extra 200 pounds kind of helps. Kind of helps a little bit. But I can't tell you how much work I've put into this. I can't get any of those minutes back, that time back, making sure I hit the gym late at night, not being able to tuck the kids into bed. Now, I take them to school every morning. I schedule my time with my family very intentionally, and I have to. As a business owner and a leader and a friend, I have to. I have to be intentional with that, but I've had to miss some stuff. I've had to miss certain things. I haven't been there for family dinners every single night. If we even have a family dinner, it seems like everybody's on a different schedule with soccer and basketball and flag football and dance, like 3 different dances. There's on all the nights, and karate and speech and occupational therapy. And it's just, we're busy, but it's not an excuse. We use busyness as an excuse so much. We need to stop making excuses. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I have no merit in mentoring any person except for the fact that I know where I'm going. This life that I'm living, I know where it's heading because I've seen it. My goals, what I want in life, freedom, I know that's what I want. My plans are insane, but my goals, those are in concrete. How I get there, I'm not sure, but I know I'm going. And if some people want to follow me, man, I'd be more than happy to tell you my secrets. But more than happy to give you some time and just speak some life and positivity into you. Because if I could do it, oh my goodness, if I could do it, I have no doubt that you can. You just got to give it your best. A wise man once said, all you could do is all you could do. And all you could do is enough. All you could do is all you could do. And all you could do is enough. But here's my addition. Are you doing all you could do? I wasn't. Not pot calling the kettle black here. I wasn't doing all I could do. I wasn't waking up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., making sure I got to the gym because I knew I was going to be busy later and I couldn't get there. I knew, shopping the more expensive organic brands sometimes, that don't got to do it all the time, but it's tough. You got to spend more money on stuff. Nice thing is I eat less now, so it's oh, humor. You got to smile. You got to choose happiness. You got to choose joy. You got to find that joy. I have realized that I cannot thrive on external motivation. but my true motivation has to come from within me. Every day I intend to have a great day because I want to make it great. I have control. The world is my oyster. I have complete control of my destiny. So do you. In business and in life, I try to exemplify trustworthiness and leadership. I try to do what's right 100% of the time. I try to take breaks. Try to be patient. Try to be kind. I try. Sometimes at any one of those things I might succeed. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. What is it going to take for you to go live your destiny? What excuses are you fighting through? One of my words for this year, for 2023, was sensitivity. Sensitivity to the spirit, sensitivity to life, sensitivity to other people. Sensitivity. You would think, oh, Tim, you're on this upward crescendo in life, business as well, you look great, your family's thriving. Sensitivity is your word for 2023? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I need to be sensitive to the move of the spirit in my life. I don't know if you're spiritual or not. Maybe you find this video and you're not spiritual. I'm not going to try to preach at you. It's not my job. My Savior's name is Jesus Christ, and I draw my power from him daily. I know that sounds super weird, but I'm not in control. I'm not in control of everything, but I know I can control my action, and my actions make my destiny. See, I really believe that there's something big out there for me. I really believe it. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just dumb enough to believe it, but I know there's a big plan. There's a big plan, and I'm a part of something bigger. Are you a part of something bigger? Do you want to be a part of something bigger? Or are you okay with mediocre? Are you okay with Tim a year and a half ago, fat, sick, and nearly dead, emotionally, physically, and spiritually? I hope the tone of my voice, you're noticing it's different from other videos. I come to you very somber because I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But I do, because I did it. Now, here's the thing. In the coming days, weeks, months, and years, I got to keep doing it, because that's the only way to get better. Guys, what you focus on gets fixed. Do you want to get out of debt? Get a plan. Go get out of debt. Focus on it. Have a weekly goal. Have a monthly goal. You have a weight loss goal? Great. Go get a mentor. Go get a nutritionist. Go look it up on YouTube for free. The information's out there. If information was enough, you'd have your ideal body. You'd be as wealthy as you want to be. You'd have no issues in your life, because the information's out there. The information's out there. You just got to go find it. The information's there. But you have to find the motivation in yourself to be disciplined for a long enough period of time to where it just sticks. Where it just sticks. Swap out certain foods. Stop eating candy. Guys, I munch on candy all day long at my desk. Not piece after piece, but a few pieces here and there. So guess what I did? I started buying sugar-free stuff. Jolly Ranchers is not a sponsor of this video. Yeah, but I started buying sugar-free, and then I got my old man candy, sugar-free Werthers. Yeah, guys, I love chewing on candy. It's hard candy. I crunch it. It feels great. I like the texture. I'm weird. I don't know. I like eating candy at my desk. I always have candy in my desk. But instead of eating all the sugar, I eat sugar-free stuff now. And it tastes just as good. And it's not as guilty. Find those little, you see what, guys, weight loss, financial freedom, spiritual, enlightenment. I don't got all the answers, but whatever you're looking for, you can go find them. And you have the power to do it. You have the power to change your life. I believe it. I believe it. You just got to. You're watching this video and you may not even know me. I may not even know you. And I believe it in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. Guys, I love you. If anybody would ever want to reach out to me, I'm not hard to find. Reach out to me, DM me on Facebook, or reach out to me here on YouTube. But I just want to let you know that I love you, and the support I've gotten over the last year. I've said this before in other videos. The support I've gotten in the last year. My wife, oh my gosh, my wife. You think I found these containers for my overnight oats? No, she did. She's amazing. What she does with our kids, the places she goes, the magic school bus that she runs. Oh my gosh, I could never repay her for what she's done for me over the last year, sticking by me and doing the hard stuff and going to doctor's appointments and making sure that I'm making sure to take care of myself, to drink enough water and to take my vitamins. And babe, if you're watching this, I can't tell you how much I adore you. You're amazing, and I couldn't have done this without you. To my friends that have reached out, sent text messages, sent messenger messages, called me, well-wished me, dropped off things at my house, beeped, honked on the horn while driving past if they see me taking out our garbage because they're just excited for what I'm doing. Whatever. I'm so grateful. I always used to say, man, I could live off a good compliment for a month. Well, with all the compliments I've gotten in the last year and a half, I'm pretty good for the next decade. So if you want to hold your compliments, that's fine. If you have something that you need to say, please. If you have a question, please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. You're one decision away. You're one decision away from completely changing your life. Facts. You are one decision away from changing your life. I love you guys. 1 year post-op in the books. I've heard from other people that I need to make more videos, and I plan on doing so. I just want to let you know that I'm here for you. If you need help, if you're contemplating gastric bypass or sleeve surgery, I had to bypass, but obviously bariatric surgery, some of it overlaps. But if you'd like to talk, if you'd like to reach out, I'm more than here for you. If you'd like to talk about Jesus, if you'd like to talk about money, I'm a financial planner. So whatever you want to talk about, I train and develop people to better their lives. That's what I do for a living. I train and develop people to better their lives. That's what I do for a living now, and that's amazing. I'm so blessed that I get to do this. I'm so blessed that I get to be here with you in this segment of time. I'm so blessed that I get to be my wife's husband. I'm so blessed to be Zach, Ben, and Grace's dad. I'm excited. You should be too. Not about me, but about you. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, great night, great year. We'll talk soon.